Well, good morning. It is about 5:30 and Shane and I are loaded up. We got his trailer and his truck this time, and we're gonna head out and do a little exploring today. There's a couple lakes we've never fished, and we're gonna go hit them, see what we can figure out. So, doesn't that sound good? Passing Lone Pine. What's the population, does it say?
Probably
0. 2. That doesn't even, just a little east. I don't think it even has fuel anymore, does it?
I don't think so.
Got some steak here on the road. Coming into the big town of Idaho, Idaho. City of Idaho. I think this one says 107 or something like that, Shane. I saw
Whole population.
the sign, yeah, the population. Yours definitely looks fancier than mine, Shane. All clean. Brand new. Except for the cow crap on the front from the ride in, huh? Well, we're gonna go see what kind of damage we can do. What we find. This is a new area. Mostly. I've been in here just driving but never fishing. Shane's never been in here yet. All right, here we go. So you can go ahead, Shane. I'll kind of tell you where to go as we go, and until we get off of this stuff, we can probably ride side by side.
How far up the road do we go here?
It's not too far. Yeah, it's not as cold as I thought it would be. You didn't even put your long sleeve on.
Yeah, it's just nice and cool right now.
Yeah, this is good. Oh, your bike sure looks good, Shane. So I think that lake is right up there, somewhere. That's where we'll be. The skies are sure blue. Look at a couple little cotton ball clouds up there, and that's about it.
Yeah, real nice.
Little wispy clouds. This would be a nice little jump. Perfect.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, that would have been a fun one to launch off of. We weren't right in their neighborhood here.
It's real pretty up here.
Yeah, it's neat. It's kind of weird looking. Down in the bottom it's real lush, and then up here it's like a moonscape. Old shack over there too.
Yeah, I was just looking at that old cabin or trapper's cabin.
How many miles you got on that one now, Shane?
On my quad?
Yeah.
278.
Oh, well, how much?
278.
That's the total miles?
278.
278.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were kidding me. Holy cow, it is brand new. No wonder it looks brand new. Seemed like we've just, I guess, we have put most of those miles on together then, because I'm thinking just the ride we've done would have equated to that.
Yeah, I used to ride with, know, a cousin and my dad, and they've kind of quit going, so I've run out of riding partners.
Well, we got to get out more. Yeah, mine's sitting at 3,750, basically 3,748. Mine's an old Mossback.
I'm wondering when they're going to come out with a new change in body style and design.
Probably not for a while if history's an indicator, you know, because they've kept the first style forever until the 19 that this one is. That's when they changed to our style. But I think from like early 2000 to 2019 they kept the same design. Look at all those buffalo.
Yeah.
Home on the range. So Shane, go ahead and let's kind of pick up the pace. I'll follow you, but just go, you see where it turns to the left up here? And it starts to go over by that canyon. Right over there, just kind of hold up for me. Or if there's any turn, let's see how we do with some space between us on the communicators. I don't think they work very far, honestly. I think usually you start to hear them cracking and hissing if they...
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not that far back, but... we'll see. And I love getting out and doing this.
Yeah, it's fun. It's pretty.
Beautiful morning, too. Yeah, so now we're going to go up that canyon here. But look how beautiful that little pasture is over there. Isn't that cool? And then you can see that road going up straight ahead. That's it, I guess. Yeah. Another one on the maps, that one down here in the bottom coming up. I don't know where it actually if it goes anywhere. This is where it kind of turns to, you know, a little bit more rocky and a little more fun road than just that dirt road we were on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily fun, but a little more challenging, I guess. Those big old tires of yours are sure meaty. See them kicking up stuff.
Yeah, I've been liking them. Work good.
All 278 miles.
Yep.
Yeah, these I had on my other one, so I think I had at least 500 on it, so these are over 4,000 on these. You still in high too?
I am. Are you?
Yeah. I think
feels okay.
There was a couple places I put it in low just so I didn't have to go quite as quick. Cody was saying that running them in high in lower speeds can kind of cause a problem. Not with a belt on these, but just carbon buildup in the engine and on the valves or something. So he ended up, he had a King quad, and I guess he got it because somebody had done that so much that he had to go in, and he was thinking he was going to have to open it up, clean out the valves and everything. And I can't remember if that, maybe he did have to do that much, but he said it was less involved than he thought. And he ended up with a pretty good machine for, I don't know if it was free or just a pretty good deal, but... You went to low?
No, I just put it in four-wheel drive.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do the same.
I could feel it slipping just a little bit in a couple of places there.
Oh yeah, well, I was watching your wheels. You were spinning in some of those. Not bad, but it was kicking up dirt and stuff. Yeah, last time I came up here just before dark and I jumped several, there was an antelope way up in here, believe that or not, up in these trees. And I also saw elk. That's pretty cool looking though, huh?
Yeah. I'll put my camera on.
Yeah, let's do. I'm gonna check mine too. Make sure I'm good. Yeah, we're not too far away now because this is kind of the angle you come at the lake at. I can feel some engine heat coming off the side of this.
Yeah, I can too.
That's what, I don't think we realize how good these actually do with that though. Carly and Casey were saying that the Can-Am, that 650 Outlander that they use, it gets way hotter. They said just like it cooks them. When we're not even noticing it, they're cooking, you know, on there. So I've heard that about different ones, but I've never really noticed it. But I do feel a little bit coming through today.
Yeah, that was a long pole. Good thing it was cool.
Climbing non-stop, yeah. Yeah, I am ready to quit riding on these rocks.
Get you some firewood here.
Yep. Yeah, if we came camped up here, we could, but I think we'd get bored with fishing this little tiny lake.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know, it'll be interesting to see if there's anything good size in there.
Put her back in high.
Yeah, no doubt.
I can see the mountain with the snow there.
Yeah, so the lake is just right in front of us, because that's on the other side of it. So I can't remember.
There it is.
I know most of it.
There we can see it.
See the lake?
Yep.
Here we go. Boy, it feels cool right here, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
That's decent
not too bad a size. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Looks like
Look at this little old
pretty...
shack. I wonder if this is
maybe
from a mine or a trapper or what that would be from. See this little table thing? It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Or just park over here in the shade or something.
Yeah, wherever you want. I don't see nothing jumping though, Shane.
Yeah, there's kind of a shady spot here and then one right here.
I don't think it matters. It's, you know, wherever you want. Yeah, think of where the sun's going. Oh, I do see a fish just did something out there. There's one in there. We got a chance. Maybe I'll pull over in this one and see what we get. Nice little camp spot, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. See how we do.
Good size lake. I thought it was a lot smaller, but
there goes another one right there. Huh. And it's a little bit windy. Right here it goes down to 5-6 feet pretty quick.
yeah, I think over here was the shallow area with all those trees and logs that we saw.
And then over against there's probably real deep, huh? I'm guessing. I think the dam is just right here, this earthen dam. Right there. Maybe that's...
There's a a metal deal right there. I was wondering if that's a gate valve or something.
Yeah, true.
That's kind of a cool, looks like spring runoff there and that.
Yeah. This is
trail.
awesome. It's awesome. Man, we're going to have to be
Well,
kicking today, won't we?
oh, one just jumped right here, 5 feet.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera off. What all do you still have to do?
Throw some waders on.
Oh, crap. I'm at least a half hour behind. So you said that your brother's looking at one of these?
So he's got two kids. One of them's on a mission right now, but they keep on dragging him out fishing. And he says, I'm thinking about getting a float tube. The areas that I'm going is man, I'm so limited to fish from shore. He said, I think a float tube would be awesome. I said, yeah. I said, it definitely would.
We couldn't agree more.
So he said, what do you have? And I said, you need to call me so we can talk about, some of the things that you need to look for, or what I enjoy out of mine. So we did, and we talked for quite a while. And so that's when I looked it up online, and yeah, it was $420 for these.
$420 for the same one.
Yeah.
Whenever I see them like at Cabela's or whatever, they only have the cushion seat ones.
Those are the most popular, probably because they're cheaper.
Maybe
that's
so.
what Ashley got. I know that he picked.
Isn't that what Neil got too, right?
I don't know what Neil has.
I think he got a one just like Ashley did. But you were the first one to get these.
Yeah.
And at first I thought, no, I want that cushion. But man, these are different.
Yeah. So I don't know what my brother's looking at.
No. This is the only bad part, is having to blow up the seat back and the cushion, but they're so much lighter, easier to pack without that big old cushion. We have learned with these, you want to make sure you blow them up before you do the actual cylinders, right? It's counterintuitive how upright they got to be, huh?
Yeah.
You think, you'd want it laying back, that's more comfortable, but it's not what you want with these. Because when it's like actually not even at a 90 degree, it's sitting more closed than that. When you sit on it and lean back with your weight, it opens it up more. So these little ones here, just never figured out the best way to do them, but that's probably what's going on. That's where the big cushion is going to go. My mom said, Shane, we need to be putting all this on there on the video. She says, I want to see you setting up the tents and doing all the stuff. So we'll see.
See how it works, huh?
I say we get right to the fishing. But this, doing these has enabled us to fish a lot of stuff that you just wouldn't be able to really access otherwise in any good way. This lake, you could probably walk around the edge, but to be able to get out there wherever you want.
Yeah.
I don't know what that old, if this was a mine or why that has that little cabin there. Just kind of go by feel at first. We don't have, they do make a little air gauge, don't they, Shane? For them?
I don't know.
I think those guys that have the fancy, those big NRS boats and stuff.
Our pontoon boats, yes.
Yeah.
I've seen them used on that. That's right.
Or even those bigger, the ones with the big metal frames,
yeah.
They take out there on the big water. Right. Get that thing loaded up. You brought your neoprenes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold.
I'm such a lightweight that
You don't like it cold.
yeah, my feet get cold for some reason. I threw the other ones in just in case, but
Your other waders?
yeah.
Yeah, see, if my apron would stay like that, but when I put my fat carcass on here, these pull together more. Hopefully today I have it set up better.
Well, I think I'm about there.
You're doing it, huh? I'll be hearing fish on in 10 minutes. So we're up here at a new high mountain lake that we haven't fished before. It is, as usual, super, super pretty up here. It's amazing. The weather couldn't be better. It's a little windy, but not bad. Yeah, but here's the lake. Super pretty place to be. Little duck feet. And it's really, a green little chute coming down in. Still some snow up on top of those. Like a cliff almost coming in here. There's Shane out there.
He's beautiful. I can see him from here. You might want to get a camera here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful cutthroat. 17.
Okay, let's get a little better look at that dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful fish. He is red, isn't he? Big old mouth and head on him, too. Good job. Nice fish. Yeah. That's all right. Shane always takes really nice pictures, so I thought I'd throw a few in here. Okay, well, done with the first part of our ride. Well, they're not as clean. Look at that. Got dirt all in them. Man, that's a shame. So what was that, about 20 miles overall? Well, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for joining us.